Howdy, howdy, everyone. Welcome to Inside Russia. My name is Konstantin. I am live streaming from the very heart of Russia, south of Russia, city of Rostov-on-Don. Welcome to my daily update of things that are happening in Russia, in my life, in this turbulent time, in this ever-changing country. I can see and hear myself quite well. Mods, would you please give me 5x5 if you can hear me and see me? That'd be very good news. Fantastic. Lorna, 5x5, thank you. Today is going to be a fun stream, okay? Very amusing. It was very amusing for me to actually be getting ready for this stream. Oh, I'm going to be busting the myths about myself. The 10 myths that I have learned about myself on internet. Yeah, I know. Well, to make a long story short, this is what happened. A famous YouTuber, his name is Jake, he picked up one of my videos and he did a picking apart type of video about me walking around in supermarket and showing the prices of different foods. The video was okay. He wasn't talking about me, but about prices and the products available in Russian stores. And then he was nice enough to give my channel a shout out. Was pretty cool. But then he's a pretty famous guy and he has a large channel, so he had like thousands of comments right away. And out of curiosity, I decided to actually go over and read some of the comments. And oh boy, I learned so many things about myself that I didn't know that I was, so to speak. And I figured there's so many people, well, it was amazing that so many people had actually heard of me and had known something about me. But it was also very amazing and amusing that people got so many things wrong about me and about my life. So I decided, hey, there are some rumors and myths about me online. I'd better bust some of those myths, and I came up with a list of 10, well, a couple more actually than 10 myths, and I would like to talk about them and bust them. Well, hopefully I will be able to. So without further ado, let's get right into the myths. The first myth is that I live in Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, or someplace outside of Russia. I don't know where that came from. Most likely, it came from the fact that I actually spent some time in Uzbekistan recently, about a month, but I didn't mention Kazakhstan once. And I didn't mention any other place outside of Russia. And it's actually very easy to learn the truth to anyone who actually watches my channel, watches the daily streams. I streamed 30 times, perhaps even more than that, from Uzbekistan, not Kazakhstan. But I came back. I did not move out of Russia. I came back to Moscow, and I usually am between Moscow, where my apartment is and my work is, and Rostov-on-Don, where my second home or first home is. And this is where I am right now. So I do not live in Kazakhstan, in Uzbekistan, or any place outside Russia. I live in the very inside of Russian Federation. The second myth is I am in gas or oil business. Some people saying gas and oil business. That's a myth. I am not in oil or gas business. I have worked for a company that constructs energy facilities, power stations, electricity generating stations, large boiler stations for steam and heat generation, transmission distribution lines, and high voltage substations. But we are not anywhere close to oil or guess, for better or for worse. The third myth I was very surprised to learn. I don't understand where it came from. The myth is that I am a part of Russia's controlled opposition. Carl, controlled opposition? You gotta be kidding me. This myth is really easy to bust. The thing is, there is no opposition left in Russia. Controlled, uncontrolled, wild, underground, whatever. There is no opposition left. There was opposition in the past, and the latest I heard was a year ago when the protests were taking place and Anatoly Navalny, lots of followers of him and his party were actually going to the streets and protesting, but he was thrown to jail over a year ago, and there were new laws introduced in Russia that actually forbade that kind of activities. And since last summer, I have not heard of any opposition in Russia, controlled or uncontrolled. Therefore, I simply cannot be a part of opposition. I cannot be a part of something that doesn't exist. Whew. The next one is a good one. Oh, my friends. Well, it kind of comes from the previous myth. The myth number 4 is that I work for the Russian government and I work for the American government. Some people say for either Russian or American, and some people say for both. That really puzzled me. When I read it in the comments about myself, I didn't even know what to say about that. Interesting, right? I work for the Russian government. Yeah, and I really prove it every single day when I go live, like today, and I talk about different pressing issues that are happening in Russia. That really shows that I work for the Russian government, right? And, I am being honest. I have certain values and certain views, and I don't like things that are happening in Russia, and I don't like some things that are happening in the United States, and I consider the United States my second home, right? And I sometimes openly speak about that. You can go back, way back, and watch my videos about how socialism doesn't work, how the problem of America lies in America, but not outside of America, and things like that. The usual suspects, people who have been with me and my channel for a long time, do you remember those videos that I made? And they're not really supporting the American government much, okay? And moreover, I've gotten lots of heat from both Russians and Americans. One American guy from Texas, he originally was a subscriber of mine, and then he got disappointed in me for, siding with people with very conservative values in the United States, and he didn't like me criticizing some things in Russia, and he's married to an Russian woman whose brother, well, obviously his brother-in-law is an officer of Russian KGB, so he wrote me that he ratted me out to KGB, okay, for working for, American government. And then there was some lady, she thought I was working for Russian government. She ratted me out to the CIA. She said I wrote a letter to CIA saying how terrible person you are, and you are trying to destroy America and destroy our values. So that's so much about me working for Russian or American governments. The myth number 5, are you sitting? If you're standing, you better sit down, because that's a good one. I'm a bloodthirsty vampire. No, it's a joke. I actually did not read that anywhere. But with the way that this whole, rumor mill, rumors being born every week about me. With that, I'm pretty sure that sooner or later there will be a rumor about me being a bloodthirsty vampire. Just for the record, I am not a vampire. I'm a carnivore. I eat meat. I used to go meatless for 9 months, and it was okay. It was actually good, pretty good. But then I started eating meat. That's as far as I go. Yes, and I like my meat medium rare. Myth number 5 is I'm oligarch, Russian oligarch, and I'm a very rich person. I wish this was true. As a matter of fact, I was born in a very poor family, because commies, they took everything away from my ancestors back in 1920s, and my grandmas, they weren't doing well. They were struggling, and I hated being poor. And I pledged at early age that I'm not going to be poor when I grow up. And all my life, I've been trying to develop as a professional to actually earn money, earn decent living. And I've succeeded somewhat. I'm not rich, but I'm well-to-do. Middle class by Russian standards, perhaps upper middle class. I have about 25 years work experience. I started working when I was 12 years old. There was occasional works, jobs, just for pocket money. But when I was 20, I started working full-time, and I've been continuing for 26 years. I'm 46 now, and I have a few properties. I have a couple nice cars. My wife drives a Lexus. I drive a Mercedes. We have a house together. We have apartment. I bought my parents a house. But that's as far as it goes. In the last few years, Russian economy hasn't been doing well, and I basically make as much as I spend these days. So I'm far from being rich. I'm definitely not poor. I'm just in the middle somewhere, hanging there, So that's I wish I was oligarch, and I wish I was a very rich man. The 6th myth. A few people I whine and complain about living in Russia and conditions in Russia. Woohoo! That's a really easy myth to bust. Go back and watch my videos and pinpoint one time where I complained about living conditions in Russia, about living in Russia, about prices in Russia, about anything Russian. Just give me one single scene, just single word where I whined or complained. I don't do that, period. Now, I've shared many times my frustration, my sorrow, my sadness, my near depression state with you about things that have happened recently, but that's not whining. I've shared my personal feelings, my personal thoughts, my personal emotions. That's how I feel. That's not whining. I understand that there's nothing to whine about. There's nothing to complain about, because I follow this universal rule. I understand and I accept it. For every reaction that you take in your life, there's a reaction. Every action brings a reaction. And I humbly accept what is happening to Russia now. And because I understand why it is happening, I merely show you what goes on around me in my videos and live streams. Plain and simple. Myth number 7. I delete comments that I don't like. That's a myth. I think I've deleted 2 comments way before with obscenities, people using swear words, just 2. That's it. I never delete comments. Why would I? There is actually something that prevents certain comments from being published, and that's the blacklist. I have a few blacklist words, not too many, but just a few. the words I don't want to appear on my channel. And if someone types a comment and includes those words, they automatically are sent for the review. And right now there are a few hundred comments in the review section, and I never review them. I don't have time. They're gonna be deleted in 60 or 30 days or something like that. And then some users are banned on the channel, therefore their comments don't even appear. Okay, no one sees the comments that they make except for themselves. And some users are banned or comments deleted by one of the mods, who sometimes finds an appropriate message, and I leave it up to discretion of the mods, who I trust completely. Sometimes they delete them, but I don't think that happens too often. So that's a myth. I never delete comments. Myth number 8 is actually it's also pretty amusing one. One of the strangest that I've read on YouTube is that I do YouTube for money. This is a good one. I started YouTube about 3.5 years ago, and my initial drive inside, I understood that Russia was such a tremendously large white spot in minds of many, many foreigners, misunderstood and unexplored. People simply didn't know much information, true information about Russia. And the information that was available sometimes wasn't that true, you know. Start making videos. And for a longest time, I was not even monetized on YouTube. Not being monetized is having less than 1,000 subscribers, not making a penny. I got monetized last March of 2021. And for quite some time, I was making, I don't know, a couple hundred per month, 150 for something like that from YouTube. I never considered that to be like even considerable part income, like partial income for me. I've had a full-time job for my entire life, and I've been working full-time for the past, I don't know, 26 years pretty much, and I never even thought of relying on YouTube as my sole income, making it for the money, you know, doing it for the money. Things changed in March. I got a considerable amount, mostly in super chats, some in advertising revenue. Money came in very welcomed, came in handy. Not too huge of amount, but considerable. It was a considerable help to my budget. I've covered a couple credits that I had, paid them out, and a pretty good amount. Nothing like in March, but nevertheless. And you know, YouTube money, super chats, advertising revenue helped me to feel more confident these days. It's a big addition to my salary, to my wage that I make. And it really helps me, gives me confidence to not to worry about raising prices, basically. That's the biggest, the greatest thing that I've gotten from YouTube financially so far. It gives me confidence. It does not... I would be picking and choosing if for YouTube, foods, like spendings, things that I would spend on my kids, on my wife. Now with YouTube, I don't really see at the prices. Okay, that's a great thing. But I started YouTube not even thinking about money, and every single day when I go live, every single time I make a video, I don't think about money whatsoever. I think about spreading my message. I think about bringing the community together, and I think about praying at the end of the stream. These are my concerns. When money come, when super chats come, they're welcomed. I really like that. But that's goal number 39 of me doing YouTube. The ninth myth comes from the myth number 8 about making money from YouTube. And it's that I make millions on YouTube every month. I wish, give me some of that. Please make it true. Make it me making millions on YouTube every month. That'd be absolutely fantastic, you know? I don't know what to say. Should I even try to bust this myth? I'll give you one of the funny stories recently. I was filming my best video yet with Russell of Traveling with Russell, my buddy from Australia who lives nearby in Moscow. We went to a shopping mall and we were just having a lunch and just discussing our YouTube channels. And then we were talking about money. He was telling me how he just got monetized. He reached 1,000 subscribers and all of that. And then he started making like 100 or something, like something on YouTube, okay? And then he asked me, he said, well, you have 1 million view video. The first one, that's how you had your last McDonald's meal. You must have made like tens of thousands. I was like, what? Tens of thousands? He goes, well, that's 1 million views. I said, you know what, Russell? I'm going to show you right now what I have made from that video. And I actually went on my telephone into my YouTube Creator Studio. You can go into the revenue section. And I showed him the revenue right there, not hiding anything, right into his face. I said, look, this is what I've made. And it was just a tiny bit over $1,000 for 1 million views. And his eyes literally went like this. Ta-da! He was shocked. He said, I can't believe that. I thought you made at least like $10,000, $12,000 from this video. You know, oh my God, why so little? Like, I don't know, Russell, I don't know what to answer you. This is what I made. I don't know why it's so little, you know. I'm really thankful for this. This is great, right? So he was so shocked. And then he had been shocked for like hours after that. Russell, if you watch this video, write in the comments. I'll make you a comment, a pinned one. Like, confirm what I'm saying and confirm what you saw. That was pretty incredible. And this shows you the attitude of people thinking that I make millions on YouTube every month. You know, it's very, very amusing. I wish that was true. Another myth, I don't really know where it came from, and it's absolutely crazy, but myth number 10 is that I am atheist or Muslim, or both at the same time. Yeah. I'm sorry, folks. I am not atheist. I have never been atheist one day of my life. I started praying to God when I turned, I don't really remember, but I think around 3 or 4 years old, because as long as I remember myself, you know, I prayed to God, and I started praying on my own. No one taught me how to. I was bitten by a dog, and I was hurting, I was scared, and I just was saying, please, dear God, help. You know, that's my first prayer. I still remember praying, because it must have been very painful, or I must have been very scared back then, okay? Because I still remember. So I've never been an atheist for one single day. I'm sorry to disappoint you. And I'm also not Muslim. I'm Christian. I'm Eastern Orthodox. I'm sorry to disappoint you. What can I say, folks? You know, how could you think something like that or say something like that? I mean, it's not offensive. It's just funny, amusing. Because at every live stream, I ask everyone to join me in prayer. And I pray to Jesus Christ. This is funny. And tonight, by the way, before I end this stream, I will also ask everyone to please join me in prayer. Myth number 11. Well, couple extra myths as bonuses. Myth number 11 is that I'm a fraud. Some people comment that I pick a topic that I think would resonate with the viewers, and go and manipulate that way that people see the picture they want to see. I don't know what to say. I don't use special effects in my videos. I do some editing, but it's just to cut out unwanted noises, pick up better scenes, things like that. And really important stuff like walking tours of different businesses, supermarkets, I do in one take. I don't even edit them. It's just one take for 15 minutes. I go and I pause and I show something. And that's it. And the thing is, my camera does not lie. I don't understand why people say that. If I could be telling you stories sitting in front of like this in live streams, okay, you could not believe me for some things, but I don't. I show you with my camera, and my camera does not lie. And in my live streams, I'm not an actor, okay? Even if I wanted to say something like not true, something dishonest, something, how do you say that? Something what I don't think, okay, or something that I don't believe in, I think that you, on the other side of the screen, you would pick it up like this, because it's really easy to say that someone is lying in front of the camera. You gotta be like a great actor to fake it, and I am not. I always say how I say and how I feel, and sometimes I make mistakes, and I always admit them, and I go back and, if it's a mistake, it's a mistake, what can you do? And some mistakes are very embarrassing, like the mistake I had been telling for weeks and weeks that Russia was not going to attack Ukraine, it would be foolish, and so forth. You all know the drill. I've said so many times about this mistake, but I was absolutely sincere at the time. And my videos where I was saying that are still online, because I want everyone to see that I don't hide anything. Okay, I comment and I explain the updated situation, but it's still there. You can go back and see and understand that I also make mistakes, but I always am sincere in my opinions of what I say. And then another one, very, very amusing one, is that I have teamed up, myth number 12, that I have teamed up with a team of moderators, and we created a gang called Gulag. I actually read that in one of the comments, something similar. Well, here I can say kind of guilty as charged. I cannot bust this myth. I have really teamed up with a wonderful bunch of people. They are Lorna, Mommy, Kay, Bob S., Robert Bates, Harry Podman, Pinball of Pinball Preparedness. Not missing anyone. They were two more moderators, but they have left, Yarn Prepper and Julie F., but they were very good mods, good friends for quite some time. Guilty as charged. We've set up some rules, and we, run the streams. They help me every day to run the live streams, to conduct the live streams the way that I am safe. People, subscribers, chatters, fellow live streamers avoid commenting on some issues that are not considered safe according to the Russian laws. So we have teamed up. It's a team inside Russia, okay? I can't really say it's a gang called Gulag. I was joking a few times saying they run in a virtual Gulag so I don't get to the real one, but that's that's not what it is. So mods, thank you so much, and this is it. It's been 12 myths about me as a creator, as a host of Inside Russia channel. I hope that you learned a little bit more about me. directly from me, from my own words. And I would like to turn on the comments right now. So before I do that, I actually would like to tell you about some rules. The Gulag, joking again. Please avoid, keep this chat clean and avoid certain topics, such as use common sense. Common sense is the king here. Please think before you post and use common sense. Please, no snide, crude remarks or hostile comments. No crude usernames. English only, no other languages. No trolls. Subscribers only, but then subscribers only are allowed in the chat. There are a few topics and words to be avoided. They are everything referring to actions of the Russian army and Ukrainian army, everything about current situation in Ukraine and Ukraine, anything about number of casualties in Ukraine, in Russian army, and in Russian army, and no talk about Russian leadership. All other topics are considered safe, but please use common sense. Thank you so much. I hope you listen to me and keep this chat clean. Do not try moderators. They're really, really good at what they do, and they care about me very much, so they would take actions and if you misbehave. So, if you could please tell me, which was the most unusual myth that you heard? All these myths are reality, okay? I've read about them, about these things, about me, in the comments yesterday, day before yesterday. I was pretty amazed. So please tell me which myth you find most interesting, most unusual, most shocking. I would like to hear your opinions about that. Even before I turned on the comments, I see 2 super chats. Thank you so much. I think there's a really strange situation happening today. Reese Gray was not the first one. I can't believe this. Donna Olson sent the first super chat, and Reese Gray missed it by milliseconds. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Reese. It's a little rivalry going on. Okay, let me acknowledge super chats. Donna, please, you don't owe any of your criticizers any explanation. Donna, I owe the explanations to you, and I wanted to cheer you up a little bit, to tell what's going on in the internet about me, what kind of opinions. And it's actually my biggest surprise out of reading all that stuff was that people actually know something about me and they discuss me. Okay, that was huge. Let alone acknowledging them by addressing their criticism. It's your channel. But that's amusing, I hope you found it amusing as well. Thank you for your super chat. Reese Gray, hello from Canada, Mr. Popular. If you're part of a controlled opposition, then FSB is really playing 4D chess. Yeah, I like that. Hard for a simple citizen like me to understand their master plan. Also, you're a vampire. Hey, we can discuss that more in tomorrow's patron-only or sponsor-only streams that I'm going to host tomorrow afternoon Eastern Standard Time for the sponsors of this channel and for the patrons, the members of our Patreon team. Thank you, and thank you for the super chats. Thanks for the messages. Usual suspects, I see. Thank you so much for coming back. Fantastic to see you. Carlos Birlo, what is your opinion on Dmitry Medvedev? No, I don't have any opinion. He was the president of Russia. I don't really have an opinion on this guy. I'm sorry. I mean, he hasn't been remarkable. Let's put it this way. MM93, thank you so much for the super chat. And indeed, it is hard to please everyone. Not my intention to please everyone. I am who I am, and I'm intent to stay this way until I die. Okay, if some people like it, welcome aboard. If some don't, then they probably would go someplace else and then find a person who they like. Yes, and the RAM Makers was #1 today in, gosh, RAM Makers. Mommy and Lorna missed. Usually it's a fight between Mommy and Lorna. Lorna, Mommy, Lorna, but today we have new winners. RAM Makers and Donna. Donna, you've probably held so much energy, for when you were banned, and I was looking for ways to unban you. It's incredible. By the way, Donna, thank you for giving me this opportunity to solve like banned people problem. Okay, that's I'm much better with that right now. There's a $5 super chat. Oh, already acknowledged that. There's Alan Hodson. Thank you so much. Just a little to help with you. Yes, great myths. This money from my son, by the way. He loves your streams too. Thank you so much, Alan. I saw your super thanks just a few minutes before the stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. You know what? This making me millionaire, I make millions every single month on YouTube. There's a $100 super chat from Sean. Thank you so much. Congratulations. People caring enough to make crazy stuff up about you is awesome confirmation of the visible impact that you and your great Gulag King running mods. Mods, I think you should appreciate what people say about you too. Hard work is heaven. Big hugs to you, my happy spotters. Should be multimillionaire agent friend. This is Sean. This is a priceless message. Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna make a copy of this for later. And thank you for the $100. The red messages, they're just fantastic. Thank you. That's a lot of money, and this message is just priceless. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's fantastic. WNY Upstate, I saw you in Ivan Drago's corner of the ring in the Rocky IV movie in the fight in the Soviet Union. True? Of course. Of course, I'm a bloodthirsty vampire, I don't age. Vernon Sheldon, $5. Thank you, appreciate it. One myth that actually I cannot bust, and I forgot. I just came up something that right now. People saying that I care only about people who super chat, and I answer the questions. That's not true. I care for everyone, and everyone is equal, but I always acknowledge people who send money in super chats. That's a must, because hey, people sending me their money, okay, that they appreciate my messages so much, they part with very hard-earned money that they make. My gratitude to them, it's my appreciation. Showing my appreciation is to actually acknowledge that by all means, and to read the message that they're trying to say. So that's it. Devon Harris, thank you so much. Myth number 2222. That's not tea you are always drinking in live streams. It's whiskey. Oh God! Shh! Don't tell anyone. Cognac or wine liquor. Yes, single malt. Glenmorangie. 18 years old. cubes of ice swimming in it, you see? It's good tea. Very good tea. Highland, Sri Lanka. Hoodoo, Texas, thank you for $10. Very strong message. $10 is every $10 count. Michael, I read your message earlier. We're gonna put your mom into our prayer today. What can I say? I'm really sorry about that. Andrew Webb, 5 pounds, myth 13. Every live stream you drink a full pot of tea, but you never go for a pee. Yeah, so therefore I'm a Terminator. Bonus Smith, you have a catheter under your desk. No, I'm just a cyborg, a Terminator, a cybernetical machine. That's a good one. Maria Colon, thank you so much. No, you are amazing. Thank you for this powerful message and the super chat. Raitis Dombrovskis, howdy. Missed the beginning of the stream until now. My question is, how do you sleep at night drinking all black tea so late? I sleep well. I'm a cyborg, cybernetical organism, I don't know. It just doesn't have such effect as coffee does on me. If I drink coffee right now, I would not be sleeping. Tea is perfectly okay. Kind of like relaxes me, soothes me, and I go to sleep within 1 hour after the end of the stream usually. A couple times I laid on that couch behind me right there and I actually passed out, woke up in the morning. But I usually go on the second floor and sleep with my wife and the kid. Rain Carnell, to bring some good news for a change, I recently got married. Wow, congratulations! Something nice over the bad news we see. Positive vibes from you and Northern Irish fans. Rain, thank you so much for good news. In Russia, we say dolgich let, means have a great long life in marriage. Congratulations, fantastic news. It's really, truly fantastic news, Brianna B, thank you so much, $10. Glad you're addressing all the lies spread about you. A person should take time to defend themselves from such nonsense. Prayers for peace. Thank you, Brianna. Not so much defending myself as bringing up so you know what kind of stuff is spread around me on internet. It was very amusing to actually read the comments about myself. I've never been a public figure like this, like I am quite well known within my own industry in the energy business. People know what company I represent and who I work for and what position I hold in the company, but that's different. That's just my profession, That's my market, which is quite small. But this is like huge. People from all over the world, from different countries, they comment on me personally, not on what I say, not on what the media make, but, oh, he's a millionaire. Oh, he's he's a controlled opposition. Oh, he whines too much, or he complains about Russia or about living in Russia, poor baby, things like that. I was like, where do they get this stuff from? No comment. 50 kronas from Denmark. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Donna, myth number 11. Konstantin is a closet karaoke singer. Don't say anyone. Shh. If you want, I can sing at the end of the stream. Robert Bates says, not a myth, we all heard him sing. Yeah, a few times. Janice, Russell was doing a live stream shortly before the stream. Friends, you see what's happened recently is I've stopped watching other YouTubers. I watched quite a few Russian ones. Now I watch Zangief only if I get the notification, but he rarely does YouTube shows anymore. And it's simply I don't have time between my YouTube and my work. My workload at daytime job has increased tremendously, so we're trying our hardest to stay in business, and we utilize all resources possible. So that's what's happening. There's a $10 message from Diana from New Zealand. Happy to send my support and appreciation to keep up the inspiration. I look forward to your streams every day. Kindness. Diana from New Zealand. Thank you so much, Diana. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sending love to New Zealand from Russia. Rightis Dombrovskis. I started Googling stuff about Siemens turbines after the stream about companies leaving Russia. They should pay you for advertisement. Hey, that'd be fantastic, Send me $1 million or $2 million, so I could be a millionaire from YouTube. Rochelle Ranan, today is Bloomsday in Ireland. Does anyone read this? Bloomsday. I don't even know what it is. But congratulations, happy Bloomsday. Is it when something blooming in Ireland? It's kind of late in the season, isn't it? James Rhodes. I wonder if Russell is aware of it. If you're talking about traveling with Russell and what I said, I am, I'm in touch with him on a regular basis, and I will bring it to his attention so he would watch my stream and he would comment something. I ask him. Susan Hadley, thank you for unbanning me. Finally free to support you in the mission to give the word inside of Russia with a good sense of humor and humility. Thank you, Susan. I'm sorry for not being able to do that for quite some time. I tried to figure this out for a long time, and thanks to Donna and a few other people, I finally did. Was a lot of frustration in the process, Wook, 100 euros. Thank you so much. Since Russia is no longer publishing trade and economic numbers, your videos help provide some of the missing data needed for us economists and investors. Please keep up amazing and important work. I'm one of the very happy Patreon members. Thank you so much. Look, if you want to, since you are the highest tier on the Patreon, I promise that I go extra mile for the highest tiers, and if you want me to make a certain type of video, suggest the topic, and I would be glad to do that. And thank you for this super chat. Much appreciated. I trust me, every time I get money, and let alone like €100, $100, that's huge help. Thank you very much. $20 from RW. It breaks my heart that you have encountered so many hateful. I admire you greatly. Thank you so much. Suggested internet rumor. I am kissing up to you because I think you're an oligarch. And I want to go on your super yacht. Ooh. I need some tea. Well, you know what? This is a great stream today. I'd rather have streams like this every single day. So, unfortunately, we're gonna go back to the basics tomorrow. But hey, this is a good one. Consider yourself in. You've made it. You passed the test. Come on over to my super yacht. We will go sail around Don River, back and forth, from the left bank to the right, back and forth a few times. That's a good one. Marcy, I hope I haven't been banned, but I've been having troubles with Apple. Well, you super chatted, you sent me a money message, so you are certainly not banned. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sandy, trust me, it's nice to be laughing. It's a rare thing these days. Brian Dart, why do people care that you have found a way to make money? Jealousy sucks. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's always like that. I have encountered this throughout my life. There's a good project in the company, and people start getting jealous. You make money, you get a huge bonus. They start making getting jealous. I made a bonus once. Out of one bonus, I went out and I bought a house for my mom and dad. And some people in the company, they got jealous. It's just how the world works, I guess. Firefly Farm, shake it off, babe. Be a duck. Thank you. Wild Wolf Pack, Constantine, can we get a Terminator impression? Sure. I'll be back. How about that? Check time, says Bob S. Thank you so much. Check in about 6 minutes, 5 minutes. I always say, Bombi never can stop the haters from hating. I actually have said many times to different people and YouTubers, haters are gonna hate and potatoes are gonna potate. That's what I usually say, okay? I think I even said it. There's a very, very famous YouTuber, Alina MacLeod. I think that I'm pronouncing it right. She was born Ukrainian, but then she grew up in Saskatchewan, Canada. And I love her videos. I followed her all along. All over. I have not stalked her. I have followed her videos all along, and recently, she actually reached out and thanked for one of the videos on Ukraine. It was a great, great honor to hear from her. But we had a discussion a couple of years ago, and then she was saying something about haters, and I did a comment, and that's exactly what I said, Alina. Haters are gonna hate, and potatoes are gonna potate. She laughed. Abacus, thank you so much for 109 Swedish kronas. Myth 11, you will act as Fred Flintstone in the coming follow-up movie. I don't know what to say. You will act as a Fred Flintstone. Will it pay me $1 million? If it does, hey, count me in, Then I'll buy a super yacht, and I'll be bringing everyone from this chat along, and we're going to be going up and down the Don River. Emra Makers, can I buy in for a yacht for a tour on Don? Coming in. Yes, next Saturday. Let's do it. Lorna, Frank, he supposedly has a doctorate in computers. Whoopee. That's a myth number 25. Yeah. I have, if you're talking about me. I'm really glad to have found a way how to unblock people, including Donna. Firefly Farm, you are a great bowler. In cases like this, I always answer yes, I am a great bowler. It's just I haven't bowled once. I've got to try it. But once I try, I'm going to find out that I'm a great bowler. No, I'm not a great bowler. I bowled a few times in my life. I find it pretty interesting pastime, but it requires too much free time. I'd rather do a video on YouTube than go bowling, you know. Hello, Papa Bear. Is that me? Pame Leiji also learned people project their motivations onto you. Okay. Settle is great 1979. The oligarch claim was great. If that were the case, you would not be running this channel and doing daily streams. Yeah, I'd probably doing something else, but then in the vicinity of the streams, you know, probably hire people to do the streams. Actually, someone wrote, I think twice, that, oh, he's an oligarch. He lives in a huge mansion. Well, it's a large house, but it's hardly a mansion, you know. I wish I was an oligarch. I see that Dr. Gary has been banned. Okay, Lorna, you have my utmost trust, you know, and all the mods. You know, I will go and review what you banned him for. Is he claiming I'm an oligarch? I was making wild accusations. He's saying that I do this, I'm a fraud and I do this for money. That's just too funny. Liara Bors, love from Arizona. Is it possible to travel to Russia now? Yes, it is possible. Russia is not closed for anyone, so it's possible. Rename your channel Inside Russia Potato. Donna, thank you so much. I will consider. You know what? I wish one day I will rename it something like Inside Russia America, something like that, you know. Anyway, as a good one, Chad Bentowski, you don't do this for money? I do this to spread my message out because I'm seeing my country is getting ruined right in front of my eyes, and that is much more important than getting, you know, 100, 200 bucks here and there from super chats or from like advertisement. I'm a grown man, you know. I don't really need YouTube to actually live a well life, a good life, okay? So no, I do not do that for money. Money is great and it's appreciated, but that's a side product. I do that to spread the message because I want my country back. I want my country to be good and righteous. You come and you live in Russia right now, today, a week or a month, and then you see what's going on. Like after that, you can say, like you speak up and say what you think is happening in this country. Okay, and this is what I do it for. Okay, I'm sorry, I got carried away a little bit. Last super chat. I see Dark Entry Productions. Hello from Canada. I enjoy your streams. Can you tell me if a Russian wanted to travel to USA or Canada right now, how would they do it with all the flight bans to the west? Not so much of a flight bans to the west problem. You can fly to Turkey. You can find a way fly by Turkish Airways, Istanbul, rest of the world. Moscow to Uzbekistan, Uzbekistan, Dubai, rest of the world. You know, it's getting American or Canadian visa nearly impossible these days, In the last, just to finish up this stream, I'll tell you guys, if YouTube demonetized all the channels right now, I would still be go ahead and do the streams every single day, every single evening. I would still be making videos, not making one single buck from YouTube. Because I think what is important these days is spreading the message, not just making money. Making money is great and it helps, but if not $1 would come my way, I would still be doing that. You don't have to believe it, I don't care, but that's the truth. Anyway, thank you for a wonderful stream. I enjoyed talking about these myths. I enjoyed, getting your comments, super chats, so many super chats today, so many great messages. Thank you so much. I would like everyone to join me to a prayer, since I'm an atheist and a Muslim. I'm sorry. Whew. Please join me. Now, if you are an atheist, please join me anyway. Just don't call it a prayer. Send good wishes to people along with us, with me, and with everyone praying. That'd be pretty helpful and pretty good. Thank you so much. Let's do it. Dear God, thank you for bringing us together for the stream, and thank you for giving us, me and everyone else, such a good and lighthearted stream. It was a great thing to have for a change. Thank you for giving us such a wonderful day, putting food on our tables, putting roofs over our heads, giving us warm beds and blankets to sleep, surrounding us with people that we love, family, friends, good people, colleagues. Please stop bloodshed in Ukraine as soon as possible. Help people who are in harm's way right now. Keep them safe. Send an angel to every single person who needs help in Ukraine, to all people, civilians, Ukrainian soldiers, Russian soldiers, every single person. Keep everyone, regardless who they are, out of harm's way, please. Reach out and touch heads and hearts of people who make decisions whether to continue or to stop this bloodshed, and fill their hearts with love, mercy, forgiveness, compassion, so they make the decision to stop the bloodshed and no more people die. Please help everyone who's helping Ukrainians who have fled the country, who have been misplaced, who are forced to leave. Give strength to these people and give strength to everyone who has been affected. Please help my country. Send angels with sharp swords, led by Saint Michael, to get rid of demons who have hijacked my country and make it run by the angels, make it righteous, make it good member of international community and good neighbor. Make it shine and really show the way to other countries, please. Give us wisdom to raise our kids so they become adults and make this world a better place. So they do not fight with one another, but love and befriend one another. Thank you very much for bringing us together in this live stream, and thank you for bringing us together in prayer. Please reach out and touch every single person who's praying or watching us pray, and fill them with hope, love, forgiveness, compassion, mercy, and have their prayers answered and wishes come true. I would like to name a few people who reached out and asked me to put their names on the list. Please help them. Please answer your prayers, answer their wishes, help them. They are 9 Veka, Michael, Brian's mom, Rafaela, Anna, Yelena, Natasha, Jake, Michael, Oля, Dasha, Sky, Bonnie, Buzz, Anne, Mary, Jean-Paul, Paula, Janine, Michael, Michael's mom, Brian's mom again, Marlene, Narnian Lady, Maddie, Susan S., Sabrina Murby Bay, Chirper, Madeline, Susan, Fiona, Stephen, Alan, Sandy. And there are also 3 children I would like to specially pray for. The children are Sebastian, Maverick, and Britzel Andrews. Especially Britzel, she really needs your help. She's 4 years old and she's battling a disease. Her family is behind her, trying to help her, and what is really needed is your miracle. I am asking everyone in this live stream who are praying with me, send her prayers, send her wishes, and ask God to perform the miracle. Show us and her family the miracle. Please help Britzel Andrews. Also would like to ask for Priscilla and Michelle Beatty. Also for Martin. Dear God, Jesus, thank you so much. Amen. My friends, thank you very much for a great stream. I've had a good time today. It was just like Saturday, you know. I was thinking of doing personal questions and answers every Friday, but since we had kind of personal questions and answers stream today, tomorrow, Friday is going to be a message, and there will be 2 live streams, 1 hour long each. For the one for sponsors only, and the second is for patrons only. I will try to combine them somehow. I have not yet understood how. If I can do that, there'll be 1 united stream, 2 hour long for patrons and sponsors at the same time. We'll see. Thank you so much. Thank you again for your messages, for your support, for the super chats. Thanks for coming and watching and praying and commenting. You are awesome and you rock. And I'll see you soon. See you tomorrow.